Tonight, a semi-final, 3 2-minute rounds. It's between James Kennelly from Birmingham, Sean George from Wales, two absolute toughies, that's for certain. Real tough guys. And when you talk about tough, these are the epitome of tough.
Exactly.
The two of them.
I mean, look at the records on both of them. You know, Jimmy Sweeney's on the record. There's Sean George. You know, like you say, we were looking at his record before. Look at the names.
Well, Kennelly's been in with Dan Chapman, Smudger Smith, Ricardo Franco. I mean, they're tough guys.
Look at the record.
Look at Sean. He's been in with Jimmy Sweeney, Mark Navarro, Tyler Goodjohn. He's been in with Liam.
Liam Cullen twice.
Eric Olsen, he's been in with them all, mate, because...
Scott Midgley, Eric Olsen. The list gets longer.
He is a tough cookie. And he's one of those, we talked about it earlier, which every time he was always tough. Yeah. But every time I see him fight, I notice that little bit of technical ability creeping in. Yeah. He's a much better boxer than he was
Sean George
5 fights ago.
Yes, I mean, and that's what I like about Sean George. He goes away after each fight, he learns from each fight, he prepares for each fight differently. It's not about, you know, the fighter's got to get used to my style. He gets, you know, he works out his opponent's style, and he works out a plan for that fighter. So it'll be interesting to see what he brings tonight. You know, there's a lot at stake. Prize fighter, champion. You know,
changed his trainer.
Yeah.
To Nathan Cleverley's dad. Yeah. Who looked after Nathan. Yeah. Who fought. He fought the Liverpool guy.
Tony Bellew.
Tony Bellew. Yep. So no mug.
No, exactly.
So he's got him in his corner. So that's improved him technically.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting.
Watch his footwork tonight. Yeah. It's much better than it ever
I was going to say, it'll be interesting to see what he brings to the makeup of Sean George tonight in this particular fight.
Let's have a look at what they both had to say earlier today.
In a way, this is a little bit of a shame that this is not the final already, but it is what it is, and you've drawn each other straight away. How does that feel?
It's fine. There's no bad blood between us. You know, it's just business at the end of the day. You know, I didn't expect to get James in the draw. I don't think he expected to get me, but that's what makes him a lot better now. I think.
Sorry, mate. Sorry. At least we know it weren't fixed. You know, there was no fixing going on.
So.
You know.
But both of you are both very experienced. You know, two of the best fighters in BKB on you. So what sort of fight are we going to see between the pair of you?
It's just going to be hell from the bell, isn't it, in my eyes? But he's going to come meet in the middle of the ring, but and just go at it.
Yeah, we've both done 5 rounds. We've both done 7 rounds. We've both done a lot of threes. So
I think it's whoever starts off the fastest.
Yeah, it's going to be like a sprint. Yeah.
So
we don't have to hype this fight or anything, but you know, you're both well known.
Walking with my hands behind my back and my chin in the air like, come on, Sean. Come on, Sean.
Do that again. No, look forward to a good fight. Yeah. What can we expect?
It's what the fans want, and it's entertainment at the end of the day. You know, they pay the money, so we don't entertain.
We do it for the fans and the people that, especially the people that bought a ticket off me, and people that's all come to support this. You know, and when else would we have fought each other? You know, there would have been no other chance of me really fighting Sean George. You know, so you've got this through this tournament alone. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure Sean George as well.
We're already friends as well, so you know, we'll come from here better now. We'll just build a better relationship now.
You've both done other styles of combat. What brought you to BKB, and what made you stay here, and what is the attraction with BKB?
With me is the Muay Thai and the MMA background I come from, like, and when I come across bare knuckle, you know, it's real, it's raw, and it's suited me down to the T-back. And I've had to adapt to it. I've had no amateur pedigree. You know, I've had to adapt to the bare knuckle, and I've just come on leaps and bounds. But you know, I've had numerous titles. This is my 17th one coming up now. I'm experienced, I'm calm, collective. Everything full fighter needs on the day.
And to be honest, you've left no stone unturned. You know, you got a world-class trainer in your corner.
I got a full-time job. I still manage to train. You know, this is a lifestyle for me. It's not just an hobby. This is my life. But
yeah, it's the same with me. This is my life. Like, I run a gym from 9 in the morning, 9 until tonight. I made up a room so I could sleep in my gym for this camp. This is all I do. I love to do this. I'm not in this for the fame. I love to fight, and it just happens to be bare knuckles. So, and the way I stay with it is, you have your first one, you think, what the hell am I doing here? And your first one, but after that first one, it becomes an addiction.
I think we've both got the same sort of skill set, the same sort of attitude. It's going to be a hell of a fucking fight.
Yeah.
There you go. Very similar fighters in terms of attitude.
Yeah.
I mean, I think probably technically maybe James is a little bit further advanced than Sean is. Sean has got a heart the size of a bucket.
Yep.
You know, when you talk about the Holy Trinity, ability, heart, and chin, these guys have got it.
These guys, they're the best of these two.
Let's now cross to our ring announcer, Lee Druitt.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next contest of the evening, scheduled for 3 by 2-minute rounds, is your first 72 to 76 kilo prize fighter semi-final. Introducing first, in the red corner, with a professional BKB record of 2 wins and 2 losses, and fighting out of Birmingham, England, it's James, the Truth Kennelly!
James Kennelly, 33 years of age, 5 foot 11, 2 wins, 2 defeats. He beat Ash Griffiths in an undisputed at BKB 14, BKB 15, prize fighter, lost to Dan Chapman, but went through to the final went through to the semi-final based on an injury to Dan Chapman. There he faced Smudger Smith, won that, and then lost to Ricardo Frankel in the final. Led out by his daughter, always lets his daughter lead him
nice
out.
to see. It's a family affair, and that's good to see. You know, he's got the support of his family. He's confident, big team that he's got with him. You know, and just watching that interview then, Tom, the respect that these guys have for each other. You know, and like you say, you know, he's opened the gym from 9 in the morning till 9 at night. He's actually put a room in the gym, and he's sleeping at the gym himself when in training. You know, that's dedication for you, Tom.
Tyler Goodjohn in his ring walk with him, with James Kennelly. He's rocking that top, isn't he? If the cameras could see him.
And also a former BKB British lightweight champion, a BKB British middleweight champion, and also former lightweight champion of the world, repping the Welsh Warriors, it's Sean the Outlaw George!
Massive following from Wales, Sean George, 36 years of age, 5'9", 10 wins, 4 defeats, 2 losses from Abertillery in Wales. And his record, I mean, he's the most experienced BKB fighter on the circuit.
Yeah, that's what I say. So I'm looking at some of them names on his record. It's unbelievable. Jimmy Sweeney,
Tyler Goodjohn.
Tyler Goodjohn, Liam Cullen twice, Matthew Leeson, Scott Wixley, and Eric Olsen as well.
He beat Eric Olsen twice.
Exactly, you know, so he's got some great experience. Well, like you say there, Tom, he's one of the most experienced BK fighters that's on the circuit. So, you know...
and when you talk about dedication, he is the main man.
Yeah, he is, you know, and he's a lovely guy. You know, I see him training, he goes to work as well, he's a family man. You know, and this is all about his family. That he's, you know, he does this for his family, to look after his family. You know, and he dedicates himself. What he does to, what he brings to BKB. You know, the graft, the training.
3 o'clock in the morning training. Off to work at 6.
Exactly.
Drives trucks all day. Then goes to the gym again.
And then he's back in the gym afterwards. That's dedication for you, Tom. You know, and he deserves everything. You know, he deserves all the rewards and everything.
That's why he's successful.
Yeah, out of BKB to Sean George. Big fan of Sean George myself. Lovely guy, great fighter, very respectful, and he brings a lot to BKB, mate. He brings a lot to BKB.
These two get on great as well.
Yeah,
but
you know,
look,
look at that respect.
There you
Look
go.
at that. The guys are just about to knock 7 bells out of each other, and I mean, there's always the pre-fight touch club, but to go over and show that respect for your fighter before you go to war, unbelievable.
Both fighters, you can see, you can almost feel the tenseness. Look at him, he's singing along to the music, Sean. He's dancing, he's getting in the
getting in the groove.
The groove.
He's in the groove.
For those of an age, of course, who know exactly what we mean.
For the younger viewers, he's in the moment, isn't he? He's in the moment.
Two guys, though, look at them. Absolute peak of fitness.
Yeah, both fighters in great shape. Always, these guys always are. Like I say, we know from the dedication of the training that they put in, the hours that they put in the gym, preparing the bodies, preparing the minds. Yeah, great shape. You know, I'm excited, Tom. You know, I'm always excited about these big fights, but there's something about this. There's something about this one, yeah. You know, it's the respect for each other that they've got. You know, the training that they put in. both in similar positions, and they both want to give both the best that they've got.
Clive Allison, the referee for this one, calls them both, and there's a hug again.
Yep, that's the respect again.
But once the bell goes,
that's it.
they'll be knocking seven bells out of each
that
other.
all goes out the window. And look at that, and one more final handshake before they start. And a knuckle bump as well.
Always wondered what that was called.
Yep, knuckle bump. That's a double knuckle bump, that one, Tom.
We're off. First round, 3 2-minute rounds. Prize fighter, belt, semi-final. And remember, all on the same day. The final's on tonight as well.
Yeah, I was just about to touch on that, Tom. Say, these guys, they've got this tough fight. Then, thought that was on the break, was it?
He's just warned him there, I think, just saying. Cagey sort of start.
Yeah.
And that's probably respect for each.
Yep. So obviously, Kennelly's got...
good shot from
Kennelly.
Kennelly.
Right hand dropped in there. He's got the reach advantage on Shaw, but back comes Sean George. Yeah, nice jab into the body. Nice jabs to the body. Fast jab from... Nice little flip jab from Kennelly as well there.
And to be fair, great getting out the way. His head movement and shoulder movement is excellent.
Yeah, good footwork from Kennelly there. Oh, no, that was a stumble.
Slip.
That was a stumble, yeah.
He'll just wipe his wraps, and that's it. Off you go. He likes... That's good shot
from Sean George. Kennelly took it well low. Good right hand from Sean George on the
some
side
good
of the
shots
face,
in both these fighters.
Yeah, and great
throwing some
exchange
great
there.
shots.
But Kennelly Sean George making Kennelly miss a few shots there.
He likes that sweeping left.
Yeah.
Great shot.
Good shot.
Great shot from Kennelly.
Yeah.
Boom,
Sean
he's
George,
caught him.
he's hurried. Maybe
It's a count. He should have stayed.
Should have gone down.
Well, he's taking the count
He's
anyway.
taking the count, but that rest on the legs maybe.
You saw the legs go.
Yeah, he should have took the count on the knees maybe. I thought.
What a good shot.
But that's a fighter's pride, Tom. That's a fighter's pride. He didn't want to go down.
No.
He wanted to get straight back into it. Another good shot from Kennelly, just picking the jab.
You can put Sean George down.
Yeah, no, he'll come back.
But let me tell you, he ain't beaten end
his
of the first
recovery
round.
as well. Yeah. He's still a bit dazed and stunned. Yeah, he's stunned.
He'll need this break.
Yeah. He's still a bit dazed and stunned from that shot, Sean George. Took the shot well, never went down, but as we've seen, the legs wobbled. It was a great shot from Kennelly, showing the power that he has in that backhand.
You promised us a prize fighter fight, and this is a good one.
I'm sure he should have just took his little time and jumped
We
straight
said
back
exactly
up. A little
that.
bit
What
of
we
fighter's
said.
pride there, yeah. Just take your time to recover.
Yeah.
It was looking nice at 50-50 up to that point, but if anyone can recover, Sean George can. Legend of the sport.
Exactly what we were saying.
Exactly
you
what
think
we said,
you
Tom.
put him down, think you've beaten him, you haven't.
Yeah.
The problem now is he's got to step on the gas, because if he wins the next 2 rounds, the best he can hope for is a draw.
Yeah, so he
with
needs
a
to
10-8
knock-
system.
yeah.
So
The 10-8 system.
Yeah.
So 3 rounds only in this,
yeah,
of course.
only 3 rounds, fast and furious. He's got to go for it.
Cheers, Jim.
Brilliant stuff. Thank you, Jim. So he's got to stop it.
Exactly, that's what I say. But let's just remind the viewers, this is prize fighter. It's the semi-final. There's no sitting back and saving it for the later rounds. You've got to put it in. He's got to go for it now, Sean George. He needs the knockout to win. That's a 10-8 round from the first round for Kennelly.
And that gives him a massive edge.
And here's a drop. He touched down.
He touched.
That's touchdown.
It is, it's a count.
Yeah, it's a count. That's another 10-8 round if he doesn't come back from this one.
Because if you touch down,
Yep, you touch down.
it's a count.
Yep,
It counts as a knockdown.
Exactly.
So that's another 10-8
That's a 10-8 round. We're only in the second round, and already Sean George is a mile behind.
He's got to pull out something special.
Exactly. And never write Sean George off, though. He's been known to make comebacks.
This one shot from Sean George,
And that can
knock you
change
out.
everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But you look at Kennelly now, look at the focus on his face.
I have to say, this is as good as Kennelly's been.
Yeah,
I think he
just
looks-
look at what Kennelly's doing. That's clever what he's doing. He's just sitting back. He knows he's got a big lead now on Sean George. He doesn't need to take the fight to Sean George. He can, he's got a big lead now. He can look at them little flicking scoring shots that he's doing, staying out of danger, staying on the back foot. Sean George needs to make the fight, needs to put the pressure on and take the fight to Kennelly now.
Remember, former world champion Sean
yeah.
George.
And look at that,
Straight through with a jab from Kennelly.
Beautiful from Kennelly. Great jabs, great straight hands.
He jabs and moves.
Yeah, jabs and moves his feet, gets himself out of danger.
Little cut on Kennelly's eye, though. You can hear the corner shouting, stick to the jab.
Yeah. Oh, good shot from George.
Again.
Came forward,
And Kennelly's actually said he's done a Eubank smile at him, but he
Oh,
felt
good
it.
shots though from Kennelly as George come in. Two little sneaky right hands. that he
This is a
shot
great
off.
fight.
It's a great fight. You know, it's very tactical, clever in what both fighters are doing now.
I have to say, Kennelly's movement, getting out of trouble, has been excellent.
Exactly. Like I say, Ty, you know, he knows he's got a mile lead now. He knows that Sean George has got to make the fight happen more so now. He's got to take the fight to Kennelly if he is in any way going to
But if
win
they
this
both
fight.
stay on the feet, he's won it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, Sean George needing a knockout now. You know, Kennelly knows that. He knows he's got a good lead advantage.
But he
punch
can't
advantage.
afford to sit. He can't sit right, keep
No,
away from him.
no.
Not in BKB.
See what I'm thinking is going to be going on here is Kennelly, you know, he knows he's got the final coming up now. Maybe he might just take the get off
Jim's
the
here to tell us
gas a
the
little bit.
judges.
Yeah, again, obviously,
Another fight.
2 had it as the 10-8, 1 had it as the 9-8, because obviously he still won the round even though there was a knockdown. But anyway, Kennelly's well ahead. So,
But it was a definite count because he touched
Oh,
down.
100% it was a count, yeah, and it was a shot that did it as well, so there's no doubt about that. Obviously, Sean's got to come out fine. We're going to go give that feedback so he knows what he's got to do.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you
Cheers,
very
Jim.
much indeed. So,
You know, as we were saying there, Tom, you know, Sean George has got it all to do. You know,
he wants the feedback.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to do it.
now he's missed it. Now he knows what
But
he's
he'll
got
tell
to
the
do.
corner.
He knows
Look at
what
that.
he's got to
Look
do.
at that.
Look at that respect.
From two real warriors.
You know, and this is 2 minutes. This is, you know, an important 2 minutes of the most important, well, not the most important, but 2 minutes important to Sean George. He's got to turn this fight around. You know, I don't believe in lucky punches in boxing or bare knuckle. Or you throw a punch, it lands. That was the intent. But what he needs now is he needs some.
So it's 10. It's a 10-9 because Sean George had won the round.
Yeah,
Is that what they're saying?
that's what they're saying. But he got dropped, so it would have been a 10-8 round. But because he won the round, technically I'm fighting it's a 10-9, 8 round. But he's still on the comeback trail. You know, oh, good shot from Sean George. But see that from Kennelly, sorry. He wasn't phased by that punch. Shook his head.
Good chin.
Yep. Oh, good shot from Kennelly as well.
Both these guys dishing it out. But Kennelly, it's as well as I've seen him fight.
Yeah, he's boxing well. He's boxing clever.
See that
Look
jab?
what he's doing now.
The jab.
Yeah, he's flicking
and
that
keeping
jab.
away.
Yes, and that's great. That's great tactics from Kennelly. He doesn't need to have a toe-to-toe now. What, get more damage on his face or his hands?
He's won it because he's got a fight to come.
Exactly. You know, and that's great tactics and great, good decisive thinking from Kennelly. You know, he's backing up. He's being clever. He's not throwing too many shots. He's conserving in his energy.
His corner's told him, you've won it, stay on your feet.
Stay on your feet. Stay away from him. Save a bit of energy where you can. Look at that
Look at the
switching.
shoulder and
That's
switching
beautiful.
stances.
That's
I love
great
that.
to see. Great to see.
Southpaw
And that's
to
clever.
organise, brilliant.
That's clever. Look at
Oh,
that.
good
how it
shot.
turned him.
Oh, another good shot from Kennelly.
But did you notice he never went in for the kill, Tom?
No.
You know, he never went in for the kill. He didn't
Well, why do that risk?
exactly exert more energy than he actually needs to do.
I love his jab today, Kennelly. Super stuff.
Yeah. You know, it's
And
clever
jabbing
stuff.
and moving.
Yeah, clever stuff coming from Kennelly. You know,
Nobody talks about it in big, but movement is key.
Yeah.
There it is.
You know, it's clever what he's done. You know, used his brain there, his boxing brain. You know, he's...
There you are, the mutual respect
Exactly.
from the two fighters. I mean, you've got to admire Sean George.
Yeah, you know, he's a warrior.
Because other fighters wouldn't have lasted three
No,
rounds.
You know, exactly.
But he took it and,
Yeah, he
and
took it,
came back.
And he came back. He knew he needed the knockout towards the end, and he pressed for it. He didn't settle for second best. You know, he tried to make an impression on Kennelly, but you know, it was too late. The two knockdowns. You know, didn't help. Had to change his tactics.
Look at him, he's
It's a
lifting his
family.
daughter.
Yep.
Family affair.
Family
Brilliant.
affair, and that's great to see. You know, the support from his family.
That is as good as I've seen James Kennelly box.
Yeah, great boxing there from James Kennelly. You know, clever.
Not
clever
against
stuff.
not against a mug, by the way,
No,
but
exactly.
against a top
Exactly.
BKB fighter.
Yeah, you know, Kennelly, that was clever there. He's impressed me there with, you know, his ring skills and
Now the hard work starts.
Yeah.
Keeping ready for the final.
exactly. Yeah, and he's got to keep himself warm.
Let's cross to the ring.
Yeah.
These two absolute warriors. What a show they just put up for you right there. That is what BKB is all about. we have a unanimous decision. Your winner and advancing to the prize fighter final, it's James Kennelly! And a massive round of Sean George as well.